Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Leading Academy. On the last date of lecture, what we have discussed, I have just given you an overview with regard to the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, wherein I have told you, I have discussed that this is a full-fledged procedure which gives us the procedure with regard to the criminals and with regard to the criminal cases, how to deal with the criminals and how to deal with the criminal cases. That is given under this code itself. Fine. So in today's lecture we're gonna discuss chapter first, definition class, which is also called as interpretation class. Why? Because these words which we are going to discuss in the lectures itself is going to help us in upcoming next chapters, so that these doubts, these words may come into those very chapters, and it will be feasible, it will be possible for us to analyze those chapters in a good sense, and these words are going to help us out in thereof. Fine. So without wasting time, let's get started with section 2A, which defines the bailable and non-bailable offences. अब bailable offences क्या होते हैं, non-bailable offences क्या होते हैं? We'll see all these points one by one. Fine. Bailable offence होता क्या है? Bailable offence is an offence which is shown as a bailable in the first schedule of the CRPC. First schedule is given at the end of the CRPC. Fine. Or in any other law has been made as bailable. We can say that sort of offence is a bailable. Since we have IPC, which gives us the definitions of the offences, fine, and prescribe the classifications, and that sort of classification is given in the first schedule of the CRPC, which is at the end. When you check out the first schedule of the CRPC, you will come across which offences are bailable offences and which offences are non-bailable offences. Where you can get bail as a matter of right, where you can get the bail as a discretionary powers of the court. Fine. So let us see what is a bailable offence. As I have said you that what is mentioned in the first schedule, those offences which are shown either in the first schedule or any other law as bailable, those offences are bailable offences. Fine. And bailable offences में क्या होता है? You are getting a bail as a matter of right. यहाँ पे आपका जो right है वो absolute and indefeasible right है. Fine. So यहाँ पे आपको as a matter of right bail मिलता है. Fine. और bailable offences क्या होते हैं? ये serious nature के offences नहीं होते हैं. They are less serious in nature. Fine. Point number 3. They are less serious in nature. तो अब कुछ examples लेते हैं by which we could come to know, we will come across that these sort of offences, I have taken some sort of offences which comes within the ambit of bailable offences. Say for instance, we have cheating, which is punishable under 417 IPC. Whoever is the member of unlawful assembly, that is defined under, that is punishable under 143 of IPC. That is also given. Criminal intimidation is there, 506 IPC. We have rash driving, 279, etc. We have many other offences which are saying that these sort of categories, these offences I have taken from the first schedule itself. Fine. And these offences are bailable in itself. That means if you are indulged in any sort of offences likewise, then you can get a bail as a matter of right. Fine. This is with regard to the bailable offences. Now question arises that if a person, if you are arrested in an offence, for an accusation of an offence, and you are arrested or detained by the police officer, then section 50 of the CRPC is imposing a duty upon the police officials to intimate you, to inform you with regard to the grounds of arrest and the right to bail. Since bailable offence, I have told you that here you can get a bail as a matter of right. Who can grant you the bail in the bailable offences? Even the police official on execution of the bond or the court, both are empowered to give you to grant you the bail in the bailable offences. And bailable offences में जो chapter है, chapter 33, we are going to discuss that even. That is provision as with regard to the bail. Fine. बेल के लिए क्या प्रोविजंस है, दैट इज चैप्टर 33। एंड बेलेबल में जो बेलेबल ऑफेंसेस है वहां कौन सा सेक्शन है जो चैप्टर 33 में है, दैट इज फर्स्ट सेक्शन इन द चैप्टर 33, दैट इज 436 CRPC, which says how you will get the bail in a bailable offences. Fine, this is with regard to the bailable offense. So let's come across the non-bailable offences. अब non-bailable offences क्या होते हैं, ये भी इसका भी जो है दिया गया है made as punishable, made as bailable in the first schedule itself, which says or in any other law which has been shown in the first schedule itself as a non-bailable offense, or which is shown as a bailable in any other law. Fine. So those offenses are called as non-bailable offenses. Now question arises, can you get the bail likewise you got in the bailable offenses? That means, what I mean to say, can you get the bail as a matter of right in the non-bailable offenses? No, you cannot get the bail as a matter of right. But does that mean that you cannot get the bail? No, that doesn't mean you cannot get the bail. Here, even also in non-bailable offenses, you can get the bail. But here the discretion lies with the judge. Judge is having the wholly and solely discretion lies with the judge. Judge is empowered. Court can give you the bail, court can grant you the bail, or court is having the power to refuse to grant you the bail. Fine, because discretion lies in the non-bailable offenses. Fine, and यहाँ पे क्या मसला है, चूंकि मैंने बोला bailable offenses of less serious nature, यहाँ पे जो है they are grave serious. Fine, they यहाँ पे क्या है, serious in nature होते हैं. Like taking an example, we have murder. This is serious in nature. Rape is there, which is defined, which is punishable under 376. Murder is punishable under 302. We have dowry death, 304B, IPC. These are punishable under the IPC, or these are shown as non-bailable offense in the first schedule itself. Fine. If you are indulged in non-bailable offense, you cannot get the bail as a matter of right. Rather, you have to move an application before the court wherein you are stipulating the grounds on which you are containing, in which you are containing certain grounds that you want to get a bail in non-bailable offense. You have to satisfy the jury with regard to certain points, then only you can get the bail in non-bailable offenses. But if we see which section deals with the non-bailable offenses, bail in non-bailable offenses is dealt under 437 CRPC, section 437, which says how you will get the bail in non-bailable offenses. It says general rule is there, a person can get the bail on the discretionary matters of the court in non-bailable offenses, but there is a proviso clause itself. Fine. These two sections, this in fact a chapter which I am talking, chapter 33, we are going to deal with this separately. This is what I am giving you the general overview so that points will get clear. So 437 says that general rule is there, you can get the bail but on the discretionary powers of the court. But there is a proviso clause which says that if you are indulged in an offense for which the punishment is death, or if you are indulged in an offense, you are accused of an offense for which the punishment is life imprisonment, then bail cannot be granted. Fine. अब आप ये समझेंगे कि किसी ने मर्डर करा, उसमें भी डेथ सेंटेंस है, रेप करा, फाइन, या डाउरी डेथ है, तो क्या उनमें बेल कब मिलेगी? फिर उनमें भी बेल मिलेगी। इवन ये जो प्रोविजो क्लास दिया गया है जिसमें बोला गया है कि अगर डेथ है या लाइफ इंप्रिजमेंट किसी को है किसी ऑफेंस में, तो उसको जनरली हम बेल नहीं दे सकते। फाइन, बट इवन इन दोज केसेस अ कोर्ट कैन ग्रांट बेल। यू सी, मर्डर में भी आजकल बेल मिलती है, रेप में भी बेल मिलती है, बट when court is satisfied that there is no ground for believing for the commission of an offense, जब कोर्ट को लगे कि जी बाबा इस बंदे ने लगता नहीं है कि वो ऑफेंस करा होगा, तो उन सिचुएशंस में कोर्ट कैन ग्रांट द बेल टू दैट वेरी पर्सन हु इज accused of an offense upon execution of the bail bonds. Fine. So यहाँ पे जो है 437 I have told you that bail can be granted, but in offenses where the punishment is death or life imprisonment you cannot get. But where you will get, I have given you the instance. But there is one more proviso clause attached to the same that says that if there is a woman involved, fine, if there is woman involved or a person who is under the age of 18 years, under the age of 16 years, sorry, or any person who is sick or infirm, they are to be granted bail despite the offense for which punishment is death or life imprisonment. This is the main point which you have to keep in mind. Fine. So I have given you the examples. I have made my try to make you ensure, to make you understand what is bailable offences and what are non-bailable offences. What is the classification? Where that classification is given under the first schedule of the CRPC itself. So I hope you have got the point in a well sense. In the next coming lecture, I am going to discuss what is cognizable offense and what is non-cognizable offenses. Fine. So in this lecture, I am concluding with this. Thank you so much.